Good, was good. It's your boy, Mr. Skrilltown himself, CEO of Skrilltown MO Management and Consulting, Skrilltown Clothing, Skrilltown MO Publishing, and so forth. Let's see who's gonna tap in with us. It says, la 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 la. I'm not doing all that. Boom. Well, matter of fact, I will do that. How about that? Okay. Scroll down. Tap in, y'all. Tap in. Tap in. Say what's up. It's been what, a week since I've been on here. Last time I came on, I was having some technical difficulties. Luckily, I wasn't interviewing nobody because that would have been kind of embarrassing. But yeah, tonight, we just gonna rap. We're gonna rap, man. I was supposed to have a couple people to interview tonight and tomorrow, and unforeseen circumstances caused those interviews to be canceled. So we're just gonna roll with the punches. That's what I do well. I like to improvise in certain situations. I've always been good with that. I was always good with, people cracking jokes and me coming with the good comebacks out of nowhere. So be the same way with this. So yeah, tap in, man. Add a comment, say what's up. Trying to see who all gonna tap in. Got 2 live. What we got? Come on, say what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put some stuff out here and want to make sure I got a live audience before I say what's up and add all this stuff up. Got 2 people. All right, well, we're gonna roll with it. One thing about Geminis is we're very impatient. So here we go. First things first. Billboard. Red Devil is number 25 currently on the Billboard Charts. It's a compilation that I was involved with. Shout out to VIP Recordings. Shout out to Dogface Records. They currently have 2 songs on that compilation, and it is number 25 on the Billboard Charts. Check it out, download. It's a real good album, got a lot of good artists on there, and we're happy that it made, number 25. Did real well on iTunes as well, but we got the word last week that it hit 2.5, and I'm happy about that. Getting ready to get my plaque so I can put it up on my wall. It took a lot of hard work to get to where we were at. Granted, none of my songs made it, but my team songs did, and I was a part of the process of getting them on that compilation and also helping push the movement. You don't necessarily have to always be in control of situations to be a part of the team. Remember that. It's all about everybody eating. It's all about everybody being somebody, but you don't have to always be in control. So, I got the text message just as much as all the rest of the artists, all the rest of the CEOs, the labels that were a part of that project. And, that's what it's all about. I played my position, and now I'm in, a situation where I can get a plaque too that I can put up. So congratulations to Red Devil, VIP Recordings, and all the artists and label execs that have been a part of this project. We did a job. Number 25. So next up, normally when I do a segment, I make sure I give a shout out to somebody that has helped along the way in some sort by support, showing love, selfless, not worrying about themselves, but showing love on this journey. Shout out today is going to be to Josh Cox. What's up, man? JC. Wayside, Euphoria Productions, stand up, Dayton, Ohio. Got hella love for those guys out there. Him and Mike, they doing big things. But Josh has been basically rolling with me since about last year, and I think I would say about February. And you know, he came along when I needed him. I was having some troubles with some engineering stuff, and he just took over, man. I mean, he was real quick with it. First conversation we had, he was like, "Give me a couple hours, I have it back to you." And you know, I kind of doubted him, but his work has been real good. He's been stellar. You know, his service is good, and he got the experience. He got the knowledge to back his work. He also does videos, and he's a musician, so he sings and raps. They have a group called Wayside. Be on the lookout. They're gonna be doing big things in 2021, 2022. So just be on the lookout for them. Yeah, they're doing big things. So yeah, Josh, man, I mean, and ever since then, we kind of like joined together as a partnership where we work together on a lot of projects. So even though I don't get to shout out him a lot, you know, he's been responsible. He was responsible for the whole Street Music and Meditation album. He's like going forward, all of the projects that are coming out this year, he's going to be a part of if he hasn't already. You know what I'm saying? And we're still doing a video for Better Days. Better Days is, I think, we right at close to 30,000 streams on Spotify. It came out in December along with the Street Music project, but it is the lead song. So it has, 30,000 streams by itself. The album itself right now is close to 85,000 streams. So we've been doing a hell of a job trying to get the word out about street music. It came out in December, came out on Christmas, and you know, I'm happy with the results. You know, 15 songs. We could have did a whole hell of a lot better. But you know, you can't make people do stuff. You can't make people support their own music. So, you know, the people that have supported their music that's on the album, I like to, you know, congratulate them, because, you know, without you, it's no me. So yeah, we've been doing big things. But Josh is, you know, he's doing his thing. He got a big future ahead of him. Highly talented, and then he got some real cool features coming up on the new project. Got some real cool features. So shout out to Josh Cox, Euphoria Production, Wayside, you know, Dayton, Ohio, stand up. Now let's get on the giveaways. So been kind of peeping other people out, and you know, it was coming, but now, you know, I'm gonna give away some stuff. I'm gonna give away some stuff every time I get online live. Anytime I get on live, I'm just gonna give away some. God's been good to me, so I'm gonna be good to somebody else. And it can be, I mean, I might have you send your Cash App. I might have you send your, you know, your address so I can send you something. But the first thing up the bat is gonna be an autograph copy. Let's get that up. Yeah, right there. Autograph copy of the book. Yes, I can. And of course, it's me on there. Author. Let me see, where am I at? Bam! That's me. I'm gonna give this book away. I'm probably gonna give away about, I don't know, 9 or 10 of them when it's all said and done. But today and this week, I'm gonna give this away. It's very helpful for anybody that's trying to become an entrepreneur, anybody that needs some advice on starting their own business. My story that's in here is very, very heartfelt. Tells you about struggles in life in general. Tells you about how I grew up, poverty, struggle, incarceration from, you know, family members, the whole nine. So we're gonna get into that, but like I said, this is gonna be one of the first things that I give away. So, like I said, I will give this book away for the next person that DMs me within the next 30 minutes, and all you gotta do is type in book, and it's yours. I will mail it out to you. These books normally go for about $15, $20, but I'm gonna make sure that I autograph it for you, and it will be on the way. So send that to me along with your mailing address, and I will send it back to you. Boom. That's number one. Next up the grabs. How about that? That's that Street Music Meditation, Volume 1. This is my therapy. 15 tracks. Put that out there. Got a lot of highly talented artists on this masterpiece. This is probably one of the best independent compilations to come out in 2020. Now, I will still stand by this, even though it hasn't been promoted like it should have been. It's still one of the best independent compilations to come out last year. It will be yours when you send me street music. DM me street music in the next hour. It will be yours. I got about 100 of these that I give out, so I'm gonna be giving these out every time I go online, because we did real well, like I said, online, but I made sure that I bought some physical copies, to hand out and so forth. So I will be giving this out probably to the next 5 or 10 people, but type in street music in my DMs and you will have it. Next, Bag Money, limited edition. It's not available online anymore, and it probably won't be. It was a limited edition disc that I put out online for a limited time, and now I've taken it offline. So the only way that you're going to be able to get this is if you send a DM to me and say Bag Money. I only got a few of these left, probably less than 10 maybe, but this got nothing but heat on it. Shout out to Lorenzo Dixon. He did a hell of a job on the artwork. Let me see if y'all can get that. That artwork is fire. He took a picture of me when I was in San Diego, and he made do with it. So yeah, like I said, DM me Bag Money, and it'll be yours. Bam! Let me see if you can get that. I'm gonna get that light off of there. Okay, how about this? Because this is one of my favorite covers, so I can't. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to see it. Maybe right there. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's Streetology 101. This is a collector's item, and it's from '99 to 2007. There you go. Boom. 2007. All my hits when I was going by the name of Mr. Fetty, and then right before I changed, I think it's one song that I might say Fetty Skrills, but I was going by Mr. Fetty. Part of my journey as an MC, before I started my record company, got a lot of cuts on here that I was out here lyrical, I was grinding, had a good time with this, but this is most definitely a collector's item, and I only have about 20 left, possibly. But yeah, it's my journey right here when I was trying to get a deal and everything else. But put Streetology 101 or just 101 in the DM, and it will be yours today. I will mail it out. So those are gonna be some of the things that I give away. Like I said, once I get online, I will be pitching those to you depending on what I have available. I will also possibly be pitching to you gear. I got a lot of different designs and stuff like that that I'll be giving away. One thing that I won't be able to give away right now is these. Turn that box around. How about that? Bam! Okay, you can see that pretty well. This is a limited edition Skrilltown 1-2s. Represent where I came from. First designed by me. You can get them online at www.aliveshoes.com/Skrilltown. Let's see if I can. But these are very nice. I'm very proud of myself because I never would have thought in a million years that I'd have my own shoe. But I do. Really can't see that well, but for what you can see, let me see, bring it back a little bit. These are handcrafted, made in Italy, leather and suede. They are nice. I love them to the point where I ain't even put them on yet because I'm waiting to get my other pair. But these are most definitely legit. Got the Skrilltown tongue in there. They white, black, and gray. Black and gray is two of my favorite colors. Blue's my third. And it's history behind all three of those colors. But yeah, this is the limited edition Skrilltown 1-2s, representing the projects where I'm from. Get you a pair of these. Like I said, you can go online to www.aliveshoes.com/Skrilltown. They will be there for you. They come pretty quick. They come within a week. Yeah, and it's a dope box. Like I said, the box, let me see. Yeah. Got Skrilltown on the box, tells you how they made, you know, cool little opening. It's dope, man, but, you know, support your local people, man. Support your small businesses. That's what it's all about. You know, y'all go out here, and I've done it too. Go out here and buy everybody and their mama's clothing lines and apparel. But then when it come down to people you know, y'all struggle. Y'all struggle with trying to buy that stuff. And I ain't never understood that, to be honest with you. I ain't never understood how you can go out here and support somebody else and they dream, but you can't support your family or your friend's dream. It's real easy for you to go out, and I ain't gonna name no companies or nothing like that, but it's easy for you to go out and buy these penny shoes and these hoodies and jeans and, you know, all that for somebody you ain't gonna never meet at all, ever. You'll never meet them. But then somebody like little old me or neighborhood friend of yours or somebody that maybe you done met a couple of times come to you and be like, hey, can you buy this from me? Regardless if it's a CD, if it's a bumper sticker, a pen, some shoes, a hat, anything. Y'all struggling. Y'all like, oh man, I don't know if I got it right now. You know, I don't know if I got it. Well, guess what? That ain't support, because you just went out and spent. I guarantee most of y'all on a day-to-day basis go out and buy somebody else's material, somebody else's dream. So if you can't support the next man, people you know and supposedly love, then you shouldn't be out here supporting everybody else. And then I want to talk about this. So this was last year, and this was something that was unexpected. This was something that I didn't plan on doing. This was only part of a dream. But it happened. 2020, it happened. So, with that being said, hopefully this year, Lord willing, it happens even more. Like I said, I got the Billboard chart plaque coming Ranked number 25 right now. Hopefully it goes up on the top Billboard. But that right there wasn't even expected. That wasn't even something that was one of my goals. That was just something that, you know, with hard work and determination, it just ended up happening. And it can happen for anybody. That's 200,000. That ain't much. I mean, heck, I know people that are doing a million of those, but they artists. I'm not. I'm a manager. I'm a consultant. I'm a businessman. So if I can do that, so can you. You know, especially the artists out here. If I can do that, ain't no way you can't do it. But it's a lot of people that I come in contact with, they don't want to put that 100%, 110%, you know, into anything, but they want these streams and these plaques. That ain't how it works at all. Ain't never how it's ever worked. You got to get out here and grit and grind, you know, and leave all that old stuff in the past, man. I mean, it is what it is. I'm from the old school too, but eventually it comes to a time where you got to innovate. You got to, you know, update things. The old stuff ain't working no more. It'll leave you exactly where you at. So yeah, now let's get into the second half of this, what I want to talk to y'all about. And this is about negative and positive energy. You know, something like normally when I get on here, when I don't have somebody to interview, I'm normally getting on here to see, you know, to basically talk to you guys about what's been on my mind. And for the longest, it's been about the negative and the positive energy that we have for each other. And you know, I kind of chimed in on it about the support. Well, I ain't never begged nobody to do nothing for me, and I'm pretty sure y'all haven't either. But it always feels good when you got somebody that does do things for you, like as far as support. And a lot of times it's encouraging, you know, for somebody, because everybody ain't a go-getter. Everybody's not the person that can, you know, stand up and take things further. They might need that push, you know, like when you got kids, you got to give them that push, you know. Sometimes they don't just take initiative. So yeah, as an artist or manager or a business person, entrepreneur, a hustler, whatever, sometimes we like that support, you know, and then when you support or get support, then you are apt to support others. You know, you got a lot easier way of supporting somebody if you've experienced that. So, you know, that's what I want to talk about is negative and positive energy. So negative energy, what I mean by that is that there's so many people out here that want to doubt. You know, I get it that, you know, you've been through some things and people probably wasn't 100% honest with you. I get it that, you know, you don't want to like 100% believe somebody and what they say. But here's my thing. Give a person the opportunity to disappoint you first before you are already disappointed. Because the problem is that there's so many people out here that just want to be able to do something, but nobody wants to encourage them. All they want to do is tell you what could possibly happen or what they think is going to happen. Nobody wants to say that, man, you know, if you start this business, you could possibly go a long way with it, or you can, you know, be so successful. You got so many naysayers and doubters that'll be like, man, I wouldn't start that, or you gonna waste your money on that, or, you know, if you do it, how you gonna do it? It's like they already being negative before it even comes out your mouth. The ideal even comes out your mouth. And you get the people that they can't stand seeing you doing stuff, doing positive stuff, or just doing, you know, making boss moves. They just can't stand it, you know. And you know, my grandma used to always tell me misery loves company. And back then it didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I didn't understand what she meant by that. Now it perfectly makes sense. It perfectly makes sense. Because a lot of people out here that don't want to see you doing good because they ain't doing good. You know, not realizing that maybe if somebody else in front of me was doing good, that would help and push me to do good. Or that might influence me to want more things or better things for me. You know, but that's the problem. And then you get to the point with this negative energy that sometimes people just want to talk. They just want to bump their gums. They just want to be right. And that's fine. But you can be right and so can the next person. You don't have to be the only person right because you ain't the only person that experienced certain things. You know, so that negative energy causes negative things to happen. You know, because, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. You know, we talking about the same thing, negative energy and how people put so much into it and so forth. And the first thing I said to him was this: how many times have you heard of somebody talking about how good things are with this person versus how bad things are? What I mean by that is, I'm out here, a single parent struggling, and this is just for an example. Struggling, you know, can't make ends meet, you know, doing this, doing that. And it's like, wow, everybody's talking. Everybody's bumping their gums about me. But let's flip the script. And now, you know, I'm doing good things. You know, I'm not struggling, taking care of my responsibilities. People stop talking. They ain't saying nothing at all. Instead of them saying like, oh man, it's good to see that he's doing this and he's doing that, they ain't saying nothing at all. But they was constantly bumping their gums when I was doing bad. And that's the energy. That's the shift. That's why I'm like, if you got negative energy for somebody when they're doing negative, how come you can't have positive, the same energy and shift it positively when they're doing good? And then you can motivate and say, look, he's out here doing this. He's out here doing that. She's out here doing this. She's out here doing that. They can't do it. So we talked about that, and it's crazy how people are. But that's the way life is. So, you know, when I posted that earlier about the game of life, it's a game. It's a game. You know, you can't worry about what other people do, what other people say. Because if you do, you will fail in life. You will not succeed. Because it's a lot of people out here. It's more people out here that don't want to see you win than people out here that want to see you lose. That's it. That's it. At the end of the day, it's more people out here that want to see you lose versus want to see you win. I can flip it, but it's all the same. You know, and it's sad because that's not how we're raised or taught. They're not teaching you this. Like, oh yes, just to let you know, when you get out here in the real world, it's going to be people that's going to want to see you fail. Nobody teaches you that. You know what I'm saying? They teach you all this positive. She said that's real. Thank you, Malika. Yeah, she's, it's like they're not teaching us this. They teaching us all these positive things. And then when we get on our own and we realize like, wow, all that stuff that they taught us was bullshit. I'm gonna be frank about it. Like, wow, set yourself up for failure. So you got to be a strong individual. If you're not strong, you will fail out here, period. But here's the thing. You shouldn't have to be the only person to lift you up. Just because you're weak or you're not as strong doesn't mean somebody shouldn't be there in the back helping you, pushing. No, don't turn around. Don't quit. Here's that nudge. We don't get that. And then, like I said, when you start winning out here, nobody. I mean, it's like 10% out of 100 people really want to see that. The people that you hung with your whole entire life will turn their back on you because you're winning. And that does not make sense at all. It doesn't. And, you know, that's where negative energy and positive energy, you know, they go boom. They clash. Because at the end of the day, it should be the other way around. There's nothing wrong with somebody being like, I'm going to motivate this person because right now, you know, he ain't where he need to be. So I'm going to be on him, you know what I'm saying, until he can figure things out. But guess what? A lot of those people, they gone. They gone. They older. Those were our grandparents and great-grandparents. They gone. Now you got a lot more people that if they ain't doing good, they don't want to see nobody else do good. So they sure in the hell ain't gonna lift you up at all. That's not it. You know, and I just, like I said, like all this, you see more things as you grow. I guarantee you that. You see more things as you grow. You know, when you're not growing, you just see the same stuff. But as you grow, you see more. It's like, you know, if you were 5 foot tall and you constantly grew. So at 5 feet, you can barely see over the crowd. But then you get to 6, 7, 8, you can see everything. You know, the taller you get, the more you see. Well, that's how it is. It's like you grow. When you grow, you see everything. But when you're stuck, you just see the same stuff. So that's why I'm like, yeah, man, you know, I'll get on here from time to time. I'll rap with y'all because at the end of the day, I'm all about helping people. I could care less. You know, one thing I can say about me is I done been through it. I done been through the storm both ways. And I've also succeeded. You know, and if it wasn't for a few people, then I would have just been through the storm. That's it. You know, you gotta have to get to a point in life where you have to listen to somebody. And, you know, I was that person that loved to listen to people. And now, granted, some people that told me stuff I realized was BS once you get older. But a lot of people that told me stuff wasn't. A lot of people told me stuff because they didn't want me to be stuck. You know, and so now I want to pay it forward by doing certain things. You know, I want to pay it forward to people because I want to see us all eat. Because at the end of the day, we all can. It ain't nothing out here that says that we all can't survive and succeed. You know, so it's really up to that person. And you know, some people probably don't want to hear this, but this is the reason why I'm saying it. You know, a lot of stuff's going on, a lot of people dying. You know, I had a kid that I mentored and coached that I got the news yesterday that he passed away. And you know, it's something on my heart that I just say, something gotta change. Something gotta change. We can't keep following the same things and going by the same codes, and you know, especially if it ain't working. If it was working, you wouldn't hear nothing from me, but it ain't. So, with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna get on off here, but you know where I'm at, you know my DMs, and then also, if it comes in, related to music, right now is a good time to holler at me. I will just say that. It's a good time to holler at me, but just have your stuff together, man. I'm not babysitting. I'm not doing none of that. I will help the ones that want to be helped. I will not help the ones that just want to question everything and ain't serious. I'm in a position where I can help people. I'll never say what I can. I'll never promise you something I can't do, but I am in the position to help some. But those got to be the people that want that help. If they don't want that help, don't hit me up. And then for all these people that, they want to brag on themselves and tell me what they got and, all this, that don't amaze me, brother. You don't amaze me at all. I done been in the room with several different people on several different statuses. Trust and believe. It ain't really too much right now that you can make me just be like, oh snap, wow. It ain't happening. I'm at that age where you really gotta do so. You gotta make like unicorns or something come out of the sky or something to get me to be amazed. But all this bragging and capping and all that, don't do nothing for me. Cause you ain't putting no real money in my pocket. I gotta go out here and get that. And that goes for everybody else. Don't think that just because they out here making theirs that they gonna give it to you. You gotta go out here and get it. They might contribute to you getting some, but trust and believe, they ain't giving it to you. When they say freedom ain't free and neither is life, you gotta go out here and grind to get it. So with all these people capping and talking about what they can do and blah blah blah, and I know this person, I do this, look, you tell that and sell that to somebody else. The writing's on the wall most of the time. Most of the time you ain't gotta tell a person what you can do if you really can do it, because they already know. So just think about that. But where we at? We're on the 36-minute mark. So with that being said, going into what I can do for you is I can help promote you, I can help market you, I can help produce you, and I can help get you out. Some of the other things I can contribute to helping with is getting you to the next level. Now, next level is a big word. I mean, it can expand anywhere, because I don't know what level you're on right now. So you gotta know what level you're on, and then we work together to get you to that next step. That's how that works. Meaning that if you're just starting, all the way to if you've been out for a very, 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 very long time. But I'm a dot connector. So if I don't have it, I go out and find it. But like I said, I'll never promise you something that I can't do. But what I can do is go out and try to find it. But yeah, I most definitely can help you get to that next level. And that can be anything. And if you want a consultation, I'm always up for those. Trust and believe, I haven't had a client yet that's been disappointed with an hour consultation with me, because that's when I pull out all the strings. You start asking questions about, how do I do this? How can I do that? How much this costs? How much that costs? I can start pulling out, all my research and resources and facts and all that other stuff. I had an artist the other day ask me the pros and cons about this distributor versus that distributor. And he paid me to do it. He paid to talk to me about that. And I respect that. And I'll just say that at the end of the day, deals were done. And he was happy, and so am I. So, like I said, I will help as much as I can, but just be about your business. And just know that, man, when it's all said and done with anything, not just music, it's all what you put in it. Don't expect no handouts. Don't expect, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, that you're going to get a different response, because you're not. There's nothing wrong with being consistent, but just think, it's 500 million people out here in the United States. So if you can touch a fraction, just 1% of that, you're doing pretty good. But the problem is how. Because what's 1% of a billion or half a billion. So just think about that. It's hard. It's way harder than what you think it is. Nobody ever said this was easy. So yeah, you know, I can help as much as I can. I always tell anybody, have your budget ready. Be able and ready to invest in yourself. When you start a business, you have to be ready to invest. It don't matter if it's music or, I don't know, socks, whatever. You have to be ready to give some stuff away and invest some money. Year one, I gave away $8,000 worth of clothes. And I probably made $200 off of that. $8,000 worth of apparel. But now, people know who Skrill Town Clothing is. Some people do. You know, it is what it is, man. But don't think you're going to go out here, spend $100 and be the next, you know, Ralph Lauren. It don't work like that. You got to get out here and grind. You got to get out here and figure out ways that the next person ain't figured out. Otherwise, you're just doing the same thing. It's like a 360. You're just going around in circles. You got to strategize. That's one thing. Don't just say, I'm going to do something and go out and start doing it. Don't do that. Sit down, figure things out, do research, see what works and what don't work. Try some things, you know, see how that works out for you. And then, boom, execute that plan. Execute that plan. And you know, I always tell people, give it a time limit, give it a timeline or a time frame or whatever you want to call it. And if that ain't working, go to the next step. Don't quit, just go to the next step. But yeah, you know, about to get off here. We're at the 42-minute mark. I want to give a shout out to everybody that was listening. Shout out to Malika for chiming in. But yeah, man, I mean, it's getting real out here, and we all got to be about our business. And one of the last things I will say to you all is that, you know, anybody can be a business owner. It's just a matter of how much you want it. Play things smart. There's a lot of resources out here. There's a lot of benefits of being a business owner right now. This is a good time to become a business owner. And you don't necessarily have to have a brick and mortar or a storefront or anything like that to become one. All you got to do is have an idea. You know, it's all up to you. Put that idea on the plate. Go day by day. Learn the steps. Do your research. Educate. And one thing I will say, one of the last things I'll say is this. You're never too old to learn more. Period. You're never too old to learn more. We can learn every day. All it's going to do is help us. So, on that note, I'm going to be out, man. Check me out, www.skrilltownmobusiness.com. Check out You've Been Saying. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and so forth. Be on the lookout for Becky Raisman, June 1st, Summertime Sugar. June 14th, it's Eric Lee with 7 Miles. And all this summer long, we're going to be hitting y'all with stuff. Every month, we got at least 2 projects that's going to be coming out every month for summer. And we plan on doing big things. So, you know, keep us on the lookout. Check us out on the pages. Shout out to everybody that show support on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and all that. And I'm out. 100.